Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. I thought I would do a video today. I've had a really good week and I felt like getting the camera out and filming, telling you guys about what I'm doing with my planners right now, or planner and my journal. Holly's gonna join me here. Hi. Hello. Do you want to sit right there? You want to sit right there? Anyways, so she doesn't like when I talk on the phone. I'm not sure why, but she gets really... She gets very needy when I talk on the phone. So, I am back in my Hobonichi Weeks. I did purchase a Hobonichi Weeks at the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021. And I was in it for quite a while. Like, I was in it for like all of December, and I think a lot of January. And I set it up for like the whole year. Like, I put like washi down. I knew I wanted like certain washi on certain weeks. Let me see here how long I used it for. Quite a while. Okay, so I'm into March. So I used it right up until April. Oh, no, I'm still using it here. May I used it. So I used it right up until May. And when I opened it a few weeks ago, I went back and I had a few different planners. So I took from those planners, made sure everything was in this one book. And I was keeping up with this book even when I was in other planners. So like there might be a week in here that I wasn't like in it, but I went back and updated it from whatever planner I was using. And yeah, it got really thick on the bottom, which I don't super like it's quite thin on the top. I use some sticker kits that I made, and I found washi doesn't super bulk it up, but the stickers bulk it up, so I'm not a huge fan of that. And I have some vellum in the cover here just to change it up. I love the botanical covers. That's the one I have underneath here. It's the Toad Lily one. I always get the botanical covers, but yeah, so I'm in my weeks. I've been in it, carrying it around since, I don't know, like the beginning of October-ish. And I tried a few different things, but the layout I really like is this split up layout, and I'll show you. Yeah, this is the layout I like. So I split it into the 3 sections on the weekly side, and I put my jobs in the first one, any to-dos, personal things I have, appointments, finance in the last one here. I leave the weekends as long columns because obviously I don't work on the weekends and bills usually don't come out on the weekends. So I just kind of use the whole thing as whatever I'm doing that weekend. And then I make that line that's a little bit darker. I make it even darker, and I put my weather in here. And a few weeks in November, I actually have like quite a few birthdays in November. So on the other side of the weather, I've started putting birthdays, and I did that for November, but I was just kind of putting it in my personal section, but I only have one birthday in November, and it was my husband. So I just kind of put him in with my finances there. So yeah, and I'm just kind of letting myself do whatever. Like I'm bringing some stickers out that I don't really use. I have like a bucket of stickers like that I got from like AliExpress, like little die cut stickers and stuff. And I kind of went back through some weeks and like just added some stickers. Like if there was a big giant empty week, I put a big giant sticker in it. And yeah, like I just back planned. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but just kind of back planned. I like having one planner that I can go to and look for all of my plans, because I had to think about where I was, like which planners I was in this year, because I've been in a bullet journal, I've been in this for a little bit, I've been in a ring planner, a traveler's notebook, like I've been in a few different planners. So I went back, I put all of like my work days and appointments, and for like August and July, because I was using my daily, I went and actually put in my to-do list things, and I was playing around with different layouts to see what I liked. And it's funny, for the past, like I brought my other weeks out because for the past 3 years, I bought a weeks at the beginning of the year. So I started in 2019. I think this was my first Hobonichi I ever bought. And this one was a spring start, because I think I found Hobonichi like in February or something. So I bought a spring start, an April start. And I loved this little thing. I'm pretty sure I used it like right up until this new one started. Like obviously this one's a spring start, so it went till March, but I got the January start for 2020, and then 2020 was the year from hell. So I literally, it's hilarious because I have sticky notes in here from when the pandemic started. And where is it? So like this week was the last week that I was at school. And then this week I have a sticky note that says, stupid COVID stopping people from living their lives. No school for 2 weeks. I have a big giant sticky note that says nope. And then I stopped using it because I was like, I had so many plans in this little book. It was ridiculous. We were supposed to go to Mexico. We were supposed to have our big wedding. We did end up getting married, but we had to cancel our big wedding with all of our people. And my first year of teaching was cut off short. So to me, this little book, and I pre-planned in my monthlies. So like I had all my appointments, all my trips, all my everything in this little book. So like all of April, like everything in this monthly was wrong. You know, same here. I was supposed to graduate in May of 2020. I was supposed to have another graduation. I was supposed to get my parchment, my teacher's certificate. This was my last graduation. So there were so many reminders of things that, and I realized this is like all about me. Other people lost things too, but for me, this little book had so many things that I was losing that I literally couldn't stay in it. So that's when I started planner jumping. But I used this one like crazy. And I was using this one like crazy until the pandemic hit us, and all of a sudden our lives changed. So I have some weeks with washy swatches. That's really hard to say, because I was just trying to cover up some things that were in here. You know, I had like pre-planned some stuff. But I noticed that I've bought a weeks for the past 3 years at the beginning of the year. And I brought it out a few weeks ago, and I was just really tempted to go back in it. I wanted something, you know, portable, and I loved my personal rings. I watched a video, I think is what happened, and I was like, I'm just gonna go get my weeks out. So I did. And sure enough, I switched like that night, and I back planned and stuff. And of course I was using this week's for like kit testing and things. So this one has lots of stickers in it. I definitely didn't use this one as much as the 2019 one. Probably even the 2021 one. I think the 2021 one I used right up until my my long-term supply. I use that one pretty good. But I love how I use them. So like for this one, I use the monthlies for bills because I pre-planned during the week. But now I figured out that I like pre-planning in the monthly and then planning out week by week because I can change my mind. Like I can do different things in the week. Like this week I decided I wanted stickers on my week. So I used like a checklist sticker and a clean this sticker and a full box sticker, and I used those on my open page. But last week I didn't really feel like putting stickers in, you know. So I like pre-planning in my monthly, and then in the back I draw out monthlies for my budget. And I really enjoy that because then it doesn't clog up my monthlies because I like to be able to like see my appointments and stuff like that. So let's see. So it just looks like this. So I literally just copied the monthly from the beginning, and I do 12 of them. And I just can pre-plan my budget kind of thing. And some months I track spending and some months I don't, and you know. And then I do my lists in the back. Like I do my waiting on list, my wish list, things like that. This year I tried to do all of those things, waiting on, wish lists, my books to read, all of those things. I tried to do them on my phone, and well, I like it on my phone. I especially like my waiting on my phone because I can just click it off. I use Google Keep. But I like being able to go back and look. So even if I keep my waiting on list on my phone, I want to still have a paper trail on that with the price, when it shipped, when I received it. Because I want to be able to look back and be like, I ordered from this person, it took 5 days. I want to know that. So next time I can make a more conscious decision if I want to order from whatever. And I mean, this year I haven't really ordered a whole lot. I've been really into like digitals, printing my own, making my own, things like that. Like obviously we've had lots of Amazon orders, like just regular things that we need to buy from Amazon, but not as much stationery. And then this year, 2020, I made lists. So I had some like school lists. So I had like a supporting students with anxiety, helpful versus hurtful, some things to say that are helpful and what's not helpful, like what the other version of that is. So like to change your mindset on there. And then I have a favorites list, so what I was loving in 2020, and I have classroom ideas to steal. So anytime I go in a classroom and I'm like, oh my God, I love that, I write it down so I can do that. And then I have a list of all the schools that I go to. So I put like the teacher's name, what they actually teach, because sometimes on the app it comes up, but when you get there, they're actually teaching something else. I went in for one teacher and it literally said high school gym, and she was teaching grade 6 and grade 7 tech. So, you know, I like to know that. So I write it down, and then would I go back, yes or no? So I have that for like different schools that I go to. I love the look of this, but I don't keep up with it, and it's on my phone anyways. But I do love the look of this. What else do I have? And then I tried like seeing if I could make like a horizontal weekly in the back of this. I don't like stickers, like a bunch of stickers on the Tomo River paper. It's hard to flip through the Tomo River paper when you do have, you know. I always put my Hobonichi wish list in the back, like what I'm going to buy for the next year. Period tracker. This was my interview to get on the eligible to hire list. I love having that memory here. Like, so cool. And then like my books to read, places to go, journal prompts by Notebook Homes, line of credit payoff, which I'm trying to do, right? So I love that I can put everything in here. And this year, 2020, I actually did something different, which I really liked. Let me pull it up here. So I put my pay schedule because I run on an academic year, but you can't really get the Hobonichi Weeks on an academic year. So I run from like September to June, which isn't a typical academic year. July and August, I usually move to something else anyways. I don't stick to whatever planner I'm in for the school year. Don't know why, it doesn't really matter. But so I put the pay schedule in the notes page. So that was my first notes page. And then I was actually in for a teacher for a few weeks, so I had like a lesson planner in the back here. But then I did my budget, and I actually did like a title page for it, like this, and I have a tab. And then there's my 12 monthlies in here. And then I had a page, like I had a section for content, because that's when I was uploading consistently twice a week. And I just had it like this. Obviously, I didn't use it. I got really slack in the beginning of the year. My grandfather had just passed last November and didn't feel like doing any of the things that I normally did, so I was just sad, you know. So I have that in there. I probably won't put that in next year's. But I didn't put my schools list in this book, which I should have, but I really wasn't going anywhere new. Like I was kind of staying at my regular school, so it probably wouldn't have made much sense. But and then now I'm just kind of using them, like I'm using them for notes. So I did some sinking funds work. I have a waiting on list, and this is just like from the 15th of October. I took all the books that I've read from my phone and I put them in here. Same with movies. And then I put the 2020 movies, no, not 2020, 2022 and 2023 movies in here. So when I get my new book, I can move them over and put the dates and things. So there's that I have. And then I'm going to try this like yearly sinking funds. So I have my October sinking funds at the top, and then November, and every month I'll do like another one kind of thing, so I can see a yearly overview of my sinking funds. Because I just started that in May or June, and I'm enjoying it. And it's funny because we have a big giant calendar for our budget, so my husband can see it. It's out in the kitchen, just like a whiteboard calendar. And I wrote like on December for my car registration, because I always forget, and it's $100. It's $91. And that's not a lot of money, but like Christmas time, it's a lot of money. So I started doing for all of our vehicles, because we have 3. We have my car, and my husband has 2 trucks. So I started doing sinking funds for all of those registrations. I started doing a sinking fund for his insurance, because there's a big payment up front to make his monthly payments less. And then a trail pass for his ATV and our Disney Plus account. So I wrote it down in December, like registration. I was like, oh my God, like I almost have that money. I almost have all of that money. So I don't have to think about it. I just have to remember to go online and do it, but I'll have that money already. And that's just cool. Yeah, sorry, tangent. Yeah, and I keep making lists for my Hobonichi, like what I want to buy from the Hobonichi, because I keep changing my mind. And that's the reason I started this video, and I'm 18 minutes in, still haven't talked about it. So I ordered something from AliExpress because I wanted to try it. So I tried to find some videos on it, and I found like one video on it, and she didn't speak English, and she didn't flip through the planner. So I watched it to see if she'd flip through. She did not. But I found a video on Instagram, like an Instagram TV, and she did flip through it, and she was actually comparing the Hobonichi Weeks. And I'm super excited to see this thing, because it's got 1, white pages. I can't wait to get it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to compare. I'm going to do a pen test. I'm going to test my fountain pens, because I have a bunch of fountain pens in my AliExpress cart right now. I actually found like basically a fake vanishing point, like one that you click. And I found like a brass one that I'm really excited about, but I want to make sure that it'll work in this planner, because that's the whole point of the Tomo River paper. So yeah, so you will see a video of that. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so I've been back and forth on this 5-year journal thing, And as it sits today is October 21st. You probably won't see this video until next week, maybe Monday. But as it sits right now, I'm saying no to the 5-year journal. I've changed my mind. So this planner that I have coming from AliExpress, which is called a Kinbor Weekly Planner, I'm going to try it out. A lot of people say it's less expensive, but I think it was $21, and I think a regular Weeks is like $22, so it wasn't less expensive. And I bought like a wallet type thing that it fits in. So we'll see. That was less expensive. That was only $30. And I'm talking all in Canadian here. It's probably cheaper maybe it's not, but so yeah, so I have that coming. If that is good and I like it, I will use that. And then I've been journaling consistently every day in my Avec, which I have right here. I've been using stickers in it. I've been using Never Paperland. She puts out these little date things. Excuse me. I say I've been journaling consistently in it. I haven't journaled for 3 days. It's been kind of a busy week. I've been busy and like tired when I get home. I basically just binge Vampire Diaries until my husband gets home. I haven't even gone to the gym in a few days. So yeah, I've been journaling consistently in it. And I have 2 really nice A6 books that I bought from Jet Pens. I bought Astrology Half Year, a yellow one, which is really pretty. And I also bought this other one, and I can't remember. It's a CD notebook. And it's only got 94 pages, so it'll only last me like 3 months or so. But it's got big, giant grid. So I'm thinking, I've been wanting to write more. Like I find I get to the end of my Hobonichi page, and I want to keep going. So I don't know, like it might last me 3 months. It might last me 2. Not really sure. This is the one that I originally set up as a bullet journal, but I only put the months in, and I only put the months until July of 2022. So I'm going to keep the months in there and just start journaling in it. And that's really nice because I can still use my Hobonichi covers. I actually have the Astrology in my Mermaid, but I've been loving having my Sedona. I just love it. It's beautiful. I love looking at it. I love the bookmarks, the like suede bookmarks with the turquoise colored beads. I love this thing. So my journal's pretty full, but I figure like if I'm getting to the end of this A6 size page and I only use, because I kind of memory keep in it, so I use this timeline side like this, and then I journal on this side. So if I'm getting to the end of this and wanting to write more, well, the 5-year only has that little column. So that's not going to be enough. You know, and I'm really been enjoying this. And I might get to November and be like, I don't want to journal on a full page anymore. I just want to write the snippets. I'm getting bored of journaling. And I might decide to order the 5-year. Like, who knows? I don't know. Could change my mind. I really could. And that's the beauty of it. Like, making your own decisions on your hobby is that you can change your mind. But right now, as it stands, end of October, I'm loving having a full page to journal on, and I'm actually really excited to not have dated pages. So if I want to, I can write for 3 pages. Like today, I feel like I would need 3 or 4 pages. I think that's why I got the camera out and I'm filming this video for you guys, because I just want to talk to you and tell you about like what I'm doing and stuff. And I think if I had 3 pages to write, I'd write about yesterday and today and how I'm feeling and like all of these things. And yeah, so got the camera out. There's my update. Can't wait to get this friggin' package from AliExpress. It's been sitting in pre-shipment for like 4 days, and it's finally gone to the dispatcher, gone to the sorting center. And I bought like a ballpoint pen, ballpoint roller ball, whatever they call it, but it looks like a Lamy Safari, so I'm really, really excited. So I cannot wait to show you guys that. I cannot wait to do the comparison video for these 2 planners. I'm super excited about the differences in the planner too. and I can't wait to show you guys. Like I said, it's not a cheaper alternative, but it is an alternative, and if fountain pens work on it, you know? So yeah, so I will talk to you guys hopefully soon. It says that it should be here beginning of November, a couple weeks, so hopefully that video will be out in a couple weeks, and we'll talk about it and we'll go through it. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming and talking to me. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. I just really would like some conversation. That's why I do these, because I really would love some conversation. So I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all.